But Mark, let's move on into our next discussion. We're moving on into the AFC, more so the AFC East. And this is a team that this past week had a big loss. Many people think they should have won because of a call that was overturned. It was a fumble out of the end zone. They lose to the Patriots 24-17, and that is the New York Jets. And I want to be frank, I'm just going to throw it out there.
Yeah.
Will the Jets make the playoffs this year? Right now, they are the 10th seed in the AFC, but they're 3-3. They're only a half game back of the 6th-seeded Dolphins in a very close playoff race still because we're only 6 weeks in.
Yeah. And I think here's the thing that needs to be said. People are really getting in on the hype for the Jets, and I don't get it in the slightest. We're like, oh, they're 3-3. How great! Yesterday, people were or 2 days ago, people were like, they're 3-2. This is awesome. They're at the bottom of their division. That's not something to really be that excited about. They have given up plenty. I mean, they've scored a good fair amount of points. I don't want to take away that, but they've given up 130 points so far this season. That is 50 more than the Dolphins or Buffalo. 50 is a general number here.
Okay.
Not exact, but it's about 50 more. That's not something to be that excited about. People are talking about, oh, they did a wonderful thing getting rid of Sheldon Richardson. This defense isn't that good, though. It's not terrible. The Jets' defense is still probably one of the stronger points, but I think they could have used Sheldon Richardson here to be a little bit better, to get to quarterbacks faster, create that pressure more, and not give up 130 points. Now, the one thing I want to say, I know I'm cutting you off a little bit.
Okay.
I just don't see why people are excited here, because this team is not as bad as we thought, but super.
Oh, I was dead wrong about this.
Super mediocre. I mean, 22nd in passing yards. Their rushing game's a little bit better. They don't score. They give up more points than they score. That's why I think they're a losing team. Then let's look at the games they won. They beat the Dolphins. Are you excited about beating the Dolphins? Yes, they're a division opponent, but you're not excited about that.
And that was the thing I was going to say. Their 3 wins, Dolphins, Jacksonville, and the Browns.
And the Jacksonville one I'll give you.
Well, that's the only one I'd be excited about, because here's the thing about
it's a good defense.
Well, here it is. I'd be excited because of how good Jacksonville is this year.
How good Jacksonville's defense and Leonard Fournette are.
But I am not that excited in it because it was during an even week, and if we know anything about the Jacksonville Jaguars, I call it every single week, and so far, they have proven me right. If it's an odd week, pick Jacksonville to win. If it's an even week, pick them to lose. That's how they've done. They've won weeks 1, 3, and 5. They've lost 2, 4, and 6. That's what they do. Jets played them on an even week. That's why they got the win over the Jaguars. But I look at this Jet team, and part of me, I'll be honest, dead wrong. I was dead wrong about this team. I thought they were 0-16, dead in the water ridiculous before they were started. But the teams that they beat, probably not the best caliber.
No, not even close.
The Buffalo game, I kind of want to give you as like, I want to see how you guys do week 9, because I don't think this was a Jet team that was clicking week 1. This was a team that needed a few weeks to get going. Now, since week 3, 3-game win streak, some people even think 4. They played the Patriots well, although they lost 24-17.
They always play the Patriots well. You got to give them credit for that.
Now you get the Dolphins again, which you beat them once, you could beat them again. However, Miami just played a really well game against the Atlanta Falcons, overcoming a 20-point deficit, I want to say, in that one. Or did they overcome that 2 weeks ago against the Saints? They came back from like 17-20 down to win a game. They're playing with some steam right now. Atlanta, I'm sorry, I don't think the Jets are going to beat Atlanta. Buffalo, you can beat them. I think you'll be...
I don't know.
I'm not giving you the win, but I think that you can play them tough. Tampa will be interesting. Carolina, no. Chiefs, no. But then that 3 stretch of Denver, New Orleans, the Chargers, I could somehow see them going 3-0 in those games. You win those 3 games, you beat the Dolphins, that's 4. You're at 7-9. Then you just need some bounce, some ricochet, some play, get to 8-8, and you could be a playoff team at 8-8.
I think that these 3 wins in a row were nice, and they should be happy. I think they'll probably win one more in the season. And
so
I
you think
that's
they're a 4-12 team this year?
I do, and like I said, and I've said this in the offseason and the preseason, that I thought they had a good defense, and I still think they have a good defense. McCown has impressed me a little bit more than I thought he would. But overall, this team is just super mediocre. And when they're going to play good teams, like the Falcons, which I'm still counting as a good team, the Panthers, the Chiefs, the Broncos have an amazing defense. When you're going to Denver to play them, that's a little scary for Josh McCown.
The Giants did it, and they're worse than the freaking Jets.
That's true, but the Giants know how to take down the big boys. I'll just say that, Tom Brady. Anyways, but they got to, go and, of course, play the Saints, who you were saying you like this year.
Speaking of that, hit the pause button really quick. Did you like that dig I had at Sean this week in our text group of where he was like, Alex Smith, blah, 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 not a good quarterback. And I was like, hey, some quarterbacks just can't beat teams. Alex Smith has the Steelers. Tom Brady has the Giants.
I love it. And Sean cried a little bit. I just think, I can see this team being 4-12. I can see them being 5-11. That's really what it is to me. I think that these 3 games came against 3 of the easier teams on their schedule.
I'll rage you a little bit. Like I said, the Denver through Charger stretch, the Denver game's really the one where it's like, that would have to be an upset. But I would, like, with this team and how they're playing right now, I wouldn't be surprised if they made a late season surge, because Denver, like I said, that's going to be the tough one, because I think Denver's going to be in a playoff race at that time.
Denver's got a great defense.
But like New Orleans, we don't know if they're going to fall out by then. The Chargers are definitely not going to be in the playoff race by then.
No, but those are 2 teams that can put up points.
Oh, yeah. But I mean,
if you look at that Raiders game where they lost by what? Like 45?
It was 45
to 20. So you look at that Raiders game, if a team's going to put up points, the Jets are not going to keep up.
Yeah, they're not going to put up that many. And I mean, I get that part of it. However, we have seen these 2 teams kind of struggle in the past, and we don't know if they're going to go out there and go like the Chargers this week. They won and they only scored 17 points. If the Raiders would have had an offense and could have scored, the Chargers, no way they would win this game this past week. And the Jets, all they have to do is keep it close. The way I'm looking at it is, I'm with you. 4-6. 4 on the low end. If you're a 4-win team, you win Miami, you lose everything else. If you're a 5-win team, you beat Miami, then you beat the Saints. If you're a 6-win team, you're beating Miami, you're beating the Saints, you're beating the Chargers. That's what I see for this team, because like Buffalo, like I said, I'm interested to see that matchup, because I don't think week 1 was indicative of what we would see now, because I think this Jet team has come together a little bit better than they were week 1. But like everything else, I don't see this Jet team beating the Falcons. I don't see them beating the Bucs on the road. The Panthers, that's an interesting one. However, the Panthers will probably win it.
I like what I've seen from the Panthers this year.
The Chiefs will demolish the Jets. I'm sorry. And then the Patriots, I know you play them close, but that one's in Foxborough. And Jimmy G, even if Jimmy G plays that one, because the Patriots
to be fair,
are in the playoffs.
I was going to say, they might be able to win that one if Tom Brady's not playing.
I think Jimmy G can beat the Jets.
Well, he might be competing for a contract somewhere. So.
I think Jimmy G beats the Jets.
I just think I look to the playoff picture right now, which, of course, like you said, the Jets are out. They're 10 right now. But
they're only a half game back.
Yeah, it's the middle of the season.
Because everyone's close, yeah.
I mean, it's not the middle of the season. It's pre-middle of the season. But, I think that the Chiefs, the Steelers, and the Patriots are safe locks in. I still believe in the Tennessee Titans with Mariota coming back. Buffalo Bills, I'm not 100% sure on. I wouldn't put the Dolphins in there. I think that the Denver Broncos should probably be in there. I think that the Houston Texans, there's a great chance they sneak their way in, because Deshaun Watson has looked really impressive so far. And that was a team that we've been saying for about 2 years now. They're a quarterback away from going to the playoffs and actually making some noise. Jacksonville Jaguars are one of those interesting ones where I don't know how to feel about them because of that defense, because of Leonard Fournette.
There are 4 teams the Jets have to worry about, and these 4 will make it into the playoffs before the Jets are even thought of. The first one, Denver Broncos. I think that they are better than what they showed against the Jets, although I'm not the highest on Trevor Siemian. That defense is damn good. No, I'm talking about the Broncos. The Broncos, although they played the Giants, I think that they are better than what they are. Trevor Siemian, I'm not the biggest fan of him, but the defense is really good. If that defense gives him chances, the more chances you get him, it's like throwing shit against the wall. You throw enough at it, you got something going.
I mean, when he looks good, he looks like he's very good.
But then when he's bad, he's
inconsistent.
kind of not that good.
Yeah.
Then the other three teams, whoever comes out of the NFC, pick two of them. Pick two of them. Titans, Jags, Texans.
South?
AFC South. Take your pick of two of them. Because whoever's going to win the division, and then pick the other one. Because right now, I like Houston. I like Jacksonville. Although I think Jacksonville will miss the playoffs because I think they'll do their even odd thing all the way to an 8-8 record.
Eventually, you got to let Blake Bortles throw the ball.
Yeah, but I think they'll do their win-loss thing all the way to 8-8 this year because they'll win the odd weeks, lose the even weeks. Titans and Texans will probably be in the playoffs. One wins the division, one's a wild card team.
Yeah, I agree with that, and I think the team that we're all forgetting about, of course, is the Oakland Raiders, who have had a rough start. But
do you think they bounce back?
I mean, they're only, they're a 2-4 team, and I think that this is a little bit of an exaggeration here, but
they've lost 4 in a row.
But a 2-4 team can go 12-4.
They could.
So, we can't really count the Oakland Raiders back. I mean, part of this issue has been Derek Carr being hurt. So, Derek Carr is healthy, and he's playing on the level that he should. A big other issue that they have, of course, is Marshawn Lynch. They don't know what the hell they're doing with Marshawn Lynch.
Exactly.
And it's the same thing that they have with the Saints and Adrian Peterson.
The counter is now 2 old topics that Mark missed, now giving his opinion on.
So you guys can get some enjoyment of what would the onside kick have been like if Mark was here.
I think I'm going to count 3 because we did mention AP in the Cardinals segment, although you didn't elaborate on it.
I didn't elaborate. I just think that there's still a big question mark there.
Yeah.
And I'm not as optimistic as some people are.
Is that me? You throwing that at me?
I think you're a little bit more optimistic than I am.
Because Brandon was not optimistic at all.
No.
But back to the Raiders, they don't know how to use Marshawn Lynch.
No, they don't. But I still think that the Raiders, they have time they can figure something out. And also, I mean, Marshawn Lynch got a TV show now, which I will say the one thing I got to say about that TV show is fuck everybody who said, oh, he's got anxiety to talk to reporters. This TV show, I'm not letting you all forget about that. When I said, shut the fuck up and go out there and at least talk to some people. I'll give you
say that.
I'll give you the, I don't want to get fined. It annoyed me, but at least you went out there and you fulfilled your contractual duties.
You did say that.
But anyways, I do think the Oakland Raiders can get their way back in. I like the Denver Broncos. I like 2 teams out of the AFC South potentially. So I just think that the Jets being in the playoff conversation, even right now, they're not even in the playoff conversation. They're 4 back. Well, it's kind of a joke. I'm sorry, Jets fans. You guys should feel good right now for where you're at. But until you have an answer at quarterback and hopefully a little bit more going on, wide receiver lands.
Jets only intrigued me because I thought they were going to be worse. That is why they intrigue me right now. And last week, they were technically in the 6th seed at 3-2 before they lost to the Patriots.
Good for them.
But I mean, everything is so close right now. Also, there are teams here like the Dolphins and the Bills. I don't think they make the playoffs. The Ravens. I mean, you lose to the Bears, you don't deserve to make the playoffs. I know you played Mitch Trubisky.
They just played future Hall of Famer Mitch Trubisky.
But I don't think you lose to the Bears right now, and you don't deserve.
Go Bears.
You don't deserve to make the playoffs. But hey, then like you said, don't forget about the Raiders, the Bengals. They're a team that are they going to make a run? The Colts, the Chargers, everyone is still in this except for the 0-6 Browns who are still defeated. They are the last 0-6 team.
No, they're not. The 49ers.
Oh, I forgot about the 49ers.
An 0-6 team can technically still go 10-6 and make the playoffs.
Here's a bonus round question for you. You ready for this one?
Oh, yeah.
Better chance to go 0-6. And the only reason I'm asking this is because I had the Jets going 0-16 and that was wrong.
Correct.
Better chance to go 0-16 right now. The Browns or the Niners?
Oh, 100% the Cleveland Browns. and
they don't even know which quarterback they want to start.
Well, yeah, I mean, they had the issue where they had a rookie quarterback that they drafted in the 2nd round.
Started him way too soon.
And that didn't work out. Who the hell else were they going to start? And then Hogan, who is from last year, right? And I think he was a 5th rounder?
No, Hogan was from, wasn't he on the Bears? Because he wasn't, last year was Cody Kessler.
You look it up because he wasn't on the Bears, but I don't know where he was beyond that. And that's maybe an issue that I don't know where he's at.
Unless I'm thinking Connor Shaw.
You would be thinking
because
about
Connor Shaw
He was from the Bears.
On the Bears.
Yeah, but he was originally from Cleveland. Anyways, yeah, they have nothing going on. The thing that's interesting about the 49ers is the 49ers have been in a lot of these games.
You're right. Kevin Hogan was on the Browns last year. He only played in 4 games, though.
Yeah.
Played 4 games, only had 26 attempts.
When you look at what's been going on beyond the Panthers blowout, and the Seahawks was a close game, but, it was 2-point loss to the Rams, 3 points to the Cardinals, 3 to the Colts, 2 to the Redskins.
You're talking about the Browns at this point?
The 49ers.
Okay.
The 49ers have been
in
it.
games.
The Browns, not so much.
So you think the Browns are going to go 0-16?
No, I don't think anybody goes 0-16.
I just want to see. I want to see somebody do it.
Nobody. Well, you already did. You saw the Detroit Lions.
Yeah, I want to see.
You can't get that. You can't get greedy, Ricky. You can't get greedy. No one else is the Detroit Lions.
I think
it's
the
a
Browns
whole
could do
different
it.
world of hell to be in Cleveland, but at least you're not the Detroit Lions.
Or I'm sorry, the land is now they call it. You got to hashtag defend the land. That's
the
what
land
they call
of
themselves.
Cleveland.
Well, that's what they call them, especially on the basketball side. It's the land.
The beautiful land of Cleveland.
The land, and they have hashtag defend the land. That's their hashtag. That
I mean,
they
I
use.
get where it's coming from because Cleve
land.
Why not Cleve?
Defend the
Hashtag Cleve.
Hashtag Cleve.
Hashtag Cleve their asses.
This is where we're going to turn it on to you guys, unless you have anything to say about the Jets.
Hashtag Cleve their asses.
Okay, hashtag Cleve their asses. This is where you guys come in. Let us know. What do you think about the Jets? Playoff team? Not a playoff team? We blowing smoke where there isn't any? You guys let us know down below in the comment section.